Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be episode 7. Yes, just checking my book. It is episode 7 of my Voyage of the B.S.M. Pandora. It's also the third episode where we're on the planet of Mephisto. Mephisto. Yes. In the last episode, we encountered a large bear-like creature which we had to kill. Because A, we didn't have a cage to actually put it in, and B, it was a big bugger. So yeah, it seemed like discretion might be the better form of valor there. Maybe you don't want a big bear-like creature alive on your actual ship, just in case it decides to rip open the cage that you put it in. We returned back to the shuttle, got fixed up by Scorpius, and we have now got some Aaron and Riker ready to go out again and explore the surface. If you could do the bookkeeping, the like, if you like what I do here, subscribe if you really like what I do here and you haven't done so already, and any comments much appreciated. But let's get down the map and see what Aaron and Riker are going to do next. Okay, so I've worked out that I'm taking Aaron and Riker again as the crew members and the bot, and 12 points of tools. Bring a little bit more. So there's the cage I didn't take last time to turbo laser, the net gun. So there's 12 points. So it leaves me 5 points for supply. Okay, so which I'll take there. And we'll subtract from the shuttle supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Time. That'll be done quite quickly, won't it? You know what? The first thing I'm going to determine then is spend those 1, 2, 3, 4 hours seeing if we can patch up using Scorpius. We'll let do this. Picks up Aaron again. So we spent 4, so we need 3 or less. No. Okay. Then we'll consume we'll have to do the supply before we do the supply. Consume the supply before we go out on the ship and board. So using the time there. Right. So therefore we've got to do a supply roll. So we're still on board the shuttle. So that gives me a supply determination of 6, 7, 12. 12, rolling the dice by 4. So it's going to be a total of 3 supply plus, so it's going to be a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we take the 4 or the 5 for the expedition supply, and now we'll begin the expedition with a full load rather than going off half-cocked. The question is, where do we go to? I think we're going to go through these here, 1 hex at a time, and I'm going to have a look at this cliff. Yeah, let's do that. So we enter that hex there to explore it. Okay, so we need to bring up the exploration charts and tables and such forth. What I'm going to do this time, I'll ask the question if which you prefer. This time, I'm not going to show anything on that. I'm just going to say what the numbers are and such forth. So we are moving through a hill. So we're entering with a rover. We're exploring as well. So that's a total of 4 hours. And I think that's the only terrain in the hex. There's a total of 4 hours on our expedition time. Okay, now we need to do the exploration, see what, if anything, we find there. Okay, so rolling a 5, 6. So it's a 5 on the red and a 6 takes us to paragraph 200. Okay, where's the paragraphs? There it is. Right. So this way you'll see it both ways. And you just let me know if you can in the comments which you prefer, then I can move on continuing that way. So, right, it says outfitted, checked and rechecked. The Pandora departs from the Watkin. No, I've just gone to 201. Right, that makes a bit more sense. Right, expedition encounter. An alien city hex has been explored? No. An underwater hex with cliffs or abyss has been explored? No. A light vegetation hex has been explored? No. So in other words, we find diddle. So we put an explore marker in there. Okay, well, found nothing there, so let's carry on. Let's go up the, oh, maybe we can't go up cliff with the rover. No, probably not. So we will go into there, the rover. So we're going up the mountains. Let me get my actual physical charts for a change. So it's got hill in it, which is 1 hour. Got mountains in it, so another 2 hours. That's for entering with the rover. So that's 3 hours. Then to explore is another 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's quite a lot, isn't it? That's 8 plus 3 is 11 hours to get into that hex and explore it. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Then I bring up the, let's see what we actually explore matrix. No die roll modifiers. That's a straight roll. And that is 54. 54 takes me to go to paragraph 171. 171. Okay, which I'll then bring up. Right, which tells me expedition encounter, an alien city. No, we're not exploring alien city. A light vegetation hex. No. A mountain hex has been explored or was entered. Well, it's been explored. A mountain hex has been explored or was entered during hasty movement. Tells me to go paragraph 147. Boom. Okay. So look what that tells me. So we've at least found something. Okay. Right. The expedition suddenly discovers that they are surrounded by a colony of tiny meat-eating tunnel worms. If the expedition is surprised, okay, we'll have to see if it's surprised. Each character not wearing armor immediately loses a number of endurance points equal to the roll of 1 die. Oh, this could be bad. The character is wearing an Enviro rig. We're not wearing Enviro rigs. Okay. The science officer is present? No. Subtract 2 from the die roll. The ground survey officer is present? Subtract 2 from each die result. All these subtractions are cumulative. After implementing the above results, or if the expedition is not surprised, go to 212. Okay, I'll bring that up. There's quite a bit going on that one. Okay, so the expedition suddenly discovers they are surrounded by a colony of tiny meat-eating tunnel worms. Right. So first we have to determine if the expedition is surprised. It's surprised on a 6. Not surprised. Thankfully for that. Right. So we go down. If the character is invited, no. Right. If the science officer is present, right. Okay. After implementing the ability, or if the expedition is not surprised, goes to 212. So there's all that paragraph. If we were surprised, we weren't surprised. So I go to paragraph 212 instead. Wow. That scanner is probably the most important bit of kit. The expedition may attempt to capture one of these pests. The science officer is present and not, a worm is successfully captured. Straight as that. Okay. If he's not present, roll 2 dice. If the die roll result is less than the single highest intelligence rating of the expedition, a worm is successfully captured. Okay, so we've got Riker, who's got an intelligence of 6, and we've got Aaron, who's got an intelligence of 7. So I haven't got the 2 brightest sparks on doing this. This is a lesson learned. Okay. If the direct result is less than the single highest intelligence rate of the expedition, a worm is successfully captured. So I'd have to roll less than 7. Unless actually captured, no VPs may be earned for learning the creature's attributes. After attempting capture, or if a capture was not attempted, choose an expedition action. Okay, so there's no consequence to not, at least I wasn't surprised. Okay, so we're sort of like fought the bugs off us, patted them down, and now we need to roll. Is it less than or equal to? I roll is less than the single highest. So Aaron, we need a 7, or less than 7. We didn't capture them. Okay, so after attempting a capture, or if the capture was not attempted, so unless actually kept, no VPs may be earned for learning the creature's attributes. So we didn't capture any of these worms. we couldn't suss out a way. They wouldn't go into that E case. They were just too small. We haven't brought any beakers with us, but that was interesting. I can now put explored marker on that. Be careful of beetles. All right. So let's push on into this hex here. Right. So again, that's got mountains in it. So it's also got a bit of hill. There's a little bit of brown there on the hill. So a hill entered by the row is 1. Mountains is 2, so it's 3. Plus 5 is 11 to explore, but it's also got a cliff. It's another 8. 19 hours to explore with the cliffs. Okay, that's quite a few. 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrong counter. Good job. 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have a supply check to make. Okay. Out and about, we have got supply points worth of 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 5, where tools wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it's a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 16 divided by 5 is 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And the environment is in the mountains, is plus 2. The cliffs makes another there's plus 3, so that's 3, 4, 5. And there's a hill in that X. So that's plus 6, plus 3 for the other one is 9. 9. The other one, by the way, is, sorry, I should have described what that other one is. That is the life support of the planet. So that is 9 total. Divided by 5, right, that's another 1. So, yeah, because driving up, in mountains with this rover is definitely consuming supply. And obviously we've got to eat and so on. So, yeah. Okay, but we're in the hex. So now we've got to actually explore it. Rolling the 2 dice. Okay, it's 1 and 4. No hasty movement here. So it's the explore matrix 1 and 4 is paragraph 157. Okay, which I'm sure we've had before multiple times. 157. Right. Alien city hex is being no. Glacial hex is being explored. No. Light vegetation. No. The geology of the planet is active. Sure it is. I should double check that. Yes. Oh, have we got an earthquake, volcano? Ooh. Paragraph 032. All right. 032. A seismic tremor jolts the party. Roll 2 dice to determine how many damage points the expedition receives. Exception. If all characters in the expedition are wearing armor rigs, 1 die is rolled. No. After applying the incurred result, choose... Oh, blimey. So there's no benefit. We just suffer a seismic tremor. Roll 2 dice to determine how many damage points the expedition receives. That's a lot. Especially where these dice are working. I don't believe this dice. I really don't. Oh, come on. That's just not fair. Okay. So this was a motherfucking earthquake. It splits the earth up. The rover goes down. Now, the good question is, do I have a spare rover? We have 2 rovers on there. The rover can take 2 points of damage. I think we're going to have to be walking back, to be honest. because we've got 12 points. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's have the rovers last. Did other stuff get damaged beforehand? Okay. We can damage stuff and then. So I've not had to deal with this amount of damage, right? So the player may use any combination of endurance points lost and expedition supply losses to fulfill the incurred damage point results. Shuttle supply points and endurance points belong to units not involved in the right. Okay, no. One damage point equals one endurance point or two supply points. Well, I've only got one supply point with me, so an endurance point is removed from a character by placing one of the character's endurance points on the endurance log. Now, at the present moment, both Riker and Eren have already got 2 points of damage, so I want to avoid as much as on them as much as possible. An endurance point is removed from a character by placing an X in one of the character's endurance boxes. Okay. An endurance point is removed from a tool or bot by flipping its counter over to the damage side and placing a /1 box on that unit type in the log. Exception: damage to a character's enviro rig is shot. All right, we haven't got any enviro rigs. Okay. 2 endurance points are removed from a tool or bot by removing its counter from the expedition and placing the X in one box with that. Okay. Exhibition supply points are removed in accordance with. Yeah. Occasionally, the expedition will incur damage points as a result of occurrence in the paragraph, not as a result of combat. Any unit in the expedition may lose endurance points to satisfy such an event. Okay. So I think we're basically going to say most of this equipment fell down the side, the earth the mountain range that is opened up. Because each one of these, if I actually remove it, is worth 2 damage points. So that will be 2, 4. Oh, I'll make sure that some of these are replaceable. They are. Okay. So turbo laser. Let's go with that one first. Okay. So that's 2 points. The net gun, 2 points. That's 4. Yeah, the E-cage. We have many of those. Unlimited. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So effectively, the rover's fine. We didn't take any damage, but it tipped us on the side and all our equipment went down the crevasse. That is nasty. Well, effectively, that's put the end of the expedition, hasn't it? With equipment, I'd rather, yeah, have my crew survive. And equipment is replaceable because we have got some more on the ship, on the Pandora itself. So they spend a little bit of time getting the vehicle out and determine they can't pick up there. At least they were strapped in. Yeah, seatbelts, a good thing. But the vehicle tipping over, yeah, and most of it's the equipment. Seal down the equipment next time, or don't roll bloody double six. Oh dear. Okay, so we're now going to make a hasty movement back to the ship. Okay, well, I should have marked that hex as explored. What a disaster. Okay, back to the shuttle. It's hasty movement through mountains. So let me just add all that time up. Okay, hasty movement through mountains. So mountains is 2, and they've got hills in them as well. So they're 3 each. 3, and then just straight into the hills, 4. Takes 4 hours to get back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. With now virtually no equipment. Well, we've got medikits, toolkits, stun bombs, but no, I think they're shook up enough. Morale broken. They decide that they return to the Pandora. Okay, so we're going to spend another month above this planet repairing ourselves. So we can spend a month, no more than 2 endurance regained by a single officer. We can recover 4 endurance points, which we will do. So again, Aaron and Riker will repair themselves. Okay. The other thing we can do is we can now look at these 2 creatures that we've captured in their cages. So the player may determine the ratings of any unknown attributes belonging to all creatures he has captured and placed aboard the Pandora. The science officers aboard, which they are, no tour time is expended to do that. So the month was just spent healing. If he is not aboard 1 month, okay. All the preceding actions may be performed simultaneously. So okay, so we don't you don't have to make any rolls for this then. Determine the ratings of any unknown attributes belonging to all creatures he has captured and placed aboard. Ah, right, okay. So let's have a look at the floating amoeba type creature first. This was wrong. The paraboid. Okay, we'll determine that one first. I've got the creature rating table. Right. So let's determine first off then it's got its intelligence. It's got a 0 modifier for intelligence. Rolling 2 dice. Rolls a 7. It's got an intelligence of 5. It's quite high. Okay. Then we're looking at its aggression. Its aggression modifier is also 0. With a 6. That's an aggression of 4. And then its speed. Wow. 10 plus 2 modifier is 12. Actually bloody fast. Okay. Lucky I actually captured one, so I've got a all independent number. That's 6. That's as fast as you can go. That's got a speed of 12. So they saunter around, and then all of a sudden, boom. Okay, then for the Scorosaur. Okay, so it's got intelligence of, I've got the counter here. Intelligence modifier is 0. I rolled a 6, so that is an intelligence of 4. Then it's combat, we've already got. Then we want its aggression. And that's a -1. So it's quite a placid creature. Unless the dice say otherwise, 6. So it's an aggression of 4. And then its speed is also at -1. So that's an 8 becomes a 7, which is a 5. Okay. So we've filled in the details of those 2 creatures, which is useful because that earns us victory points. Right. So if we bring a creature back, so let's go through the victory points I've earned on this planet. Okay. So 1 victory point is earned for each creature attribute that is recorded on the creature attribute log. Okay. Regardless of whether the creature was captured or not. 1 VP is earned for each creature that is captured and returned to the Pandora. Certain creatures are worth more additional if I captured that bear-like creature. So the amoeba paraboid, I've got all 4 of its stats and it's on board, so that's worth 5 VP. Same with the Scorosaur, that's worth 5 VP. And then the Usamar, which is the bear-like creature, I only got 2 of its stats before I killed it, so I get 2 points for that. I get 1, so that's done. Artifact, didn't get any artifacts this time. 1 VP is earned for each planet that is explored, so I get 1 for this planet. Okay. And then certain paragraphs earn me other VP. I haven't lost any yet. 1 VP is lost for each endurance point that is surviving character at the end Can't count that at the moment. 1 VP is lost for each bot or rover that is damaged or destroyed at the end of the game. Okay. I haven't lost a bot yet. Yes, I have. It's lost for each bot or rover that is damaged. Yeah, or lost or destroyed at the end of the game. I have lost one bot right earlier. That was space bot. Okay. So I'm at -1 for that. 1 is lost for each type of tool listed on the Pandora crew log that is totally expended. I haven't got any of those at the present moment. And then 5, if I go a bit lost for each month, I go over the tour of duty. So at the present moment, I'm on 5, 6, 7 plus 10 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Plus I want 28 VP after effectively, well, 10 months, 1/10. So I'm a third of the way through campaign. So these should come off here. I'm at 28 VP. That's not bad. I need to win the game. Okay. The number of VPs lost is subtracted from the number of VPs gained. So 28, actually, I'm down 27 because I lost one of my robots. Okay. If the VP total is more than twice the number of months in the chosen tour of duty, the player wins. So I need this 30-month campaign. 30 times 2 is 60. I need 61 VP for the win, and I'm at 27. So I'm ahead of the game at the present moment. I could have been more ahead of the game if A, I captured that beastie, or B, didn't have my blinking half my toolkits thrown down an actual crevasse. But that's the end of this episode. I'm just going to take it back up to the top, and we'll take it from there. Maximum damage. The earth just ripped itself open. As I say, the rover tumbled, going to turn upside down. We hadn't strapped our kit in properly, and it all just fell down the crevasse. We were able to use winches and such forth to pull the rover back out to not take any damage. We were fine. I could have taken damage on the crew and such forth, but I determined that's what, you know, I yes, I could have taken half damage on some of those equipment. I just thought narratively that was a catastrophe, a catastrophe. So I sort of played that a little bit. I could have, say, taken half damage on each of those equipment, taken a little bit of damage on my crew, and then maybe even carried on the expedition. But I think I took a personal morale check and failed. However, the game's not over. In fact, it's only a third of the way through. If you enjoyed what you've seen or not, hit the like because it all helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll start again. Subscribe if you haven't done so already and you enjoy and you want to help the channel. I'm trying to get to that magic 1,000. I'm close. It's taken me quite a bit of time, but it's been, we are a niche. So, comments. Now, tell me, do you prefer seeing the charts and tables, or you're okay me reading them from the charts and tables? Let me know. Do you like to also see the paragraphs, or are you okay me narrating the paragraphs? Let me know. So anyway, you guys let me know that I know what you want. Until next time, though, as I say, if you haven't got this game, get it. It is a little cracker, especially if you enjoy your sci-fi role-playing, such as Traveller and what's this? There are other ones, but Traveller's the only one that I actively have played. Starfarer, I think, is one. There's one from Pathfinder, Starfinder, is it? Starpath? I don't know. I don't play them. I play Traveller. But yeah, if you enjoy those kind of things, exploration in space, having that spacey theme, this is a game to get. I've also got the Wreck of the Pandora. I'll probably have a little bash of that as well at some point. And I also know I've got an article which links the two together. But we'll see what goes from there. Until next time, though, play games, have fun, buy internet,